On today's demo, I'm going to show you our stats screen, how to send a payment request using Prompt, and our view payment request screen, where you can action payments that you've already sent out, whether it's following up on a payment, sending a refund, or running a report. I'm going to share my screen now so you can look at the Prompt application and we can run through this demo. So the first thing we're going to cover is the stats screen. This is the first screen you see when you log into Prompt, and it's a summary of everything you sent using Prompt and its status. So in the amber boxes here, we'll tell you the total number of payment requests you sent out, both in number and what they sum up to. In the middle in green, we'll tell you out of these amounts what you've been paid for, and over on the right, we'll tell you what's pending. This is run by default for your last 30 days, but if you want to run it for last week or your last day, just click last week or last day. And we also have a custom time frame where you can select a specified start and end date that you want to run this data for. The last few things to show you is you can filter for currency if you use Prompt to send payment requests in more than one currency. You can filter by the channel that was used to see how many emails and SMS payment requests you sent out. And you can also filter for if you want to see your payments or if you just want to see your refunds. So again, this is the first screen you'll see, and it'll give you an oversight straight away of everything you've sent out using the Prompt application, what you've been paid for, and what you need to follow up on, which you can do a number of ways using Prompt, and I'll cover it later in this demo. So the next thing to show you is how to send a payment request using Prompt. To do this, we go to our Actions panel on the left, click Create Payment Request. I'm going to show you how to send it by email, so you'll see it on screen, but I'll also go into detail on sending it by SMS and ShareLink. So we're going to cover email first. So again, I'm going to click By Email, and you're brought to a three-stage process. Put in your info, you can edit it then, and then you confirm and send it out. So we'll cover stage one, which is the main part where you put in all the information. The first part is putting in your customer details. So here you're putting in the contact information you're using to reach out to your customer, whether it be email or phone number, and the name of the customer. The second part, which is your payment details, here you put in the amount you're going to charge, and we have an optional field in here in case you want to write a description. So if you want to give the customer a bit more information on what this charge is for, you can write it in here. So I'm going to say maybe deposit on car. Down here are your custom fields. So if you use our custom fields feature, we'll have it listed down here for you. So we can see, for example, the custom field I have for my demo account is order number. So I'm going to put in my order number in here. And then the last thing you can do is you can attach a link or file. So if you need to attach an invoice or any imagery or terms and conditions or anything at all as an attachment when you send a payment request, click attach link or file, give it a name, and either paste the link in here, or if you want to upload a file, click File, click on this box and drag and drop for your desktop. You can also attach up to 2 files. So now we're going to go to stage 2, where you get a preview of what your payment request is going to look like, and you get the option to edit anything. So if I click preview here, we're going to see what your payment request is going to look like. So here I've used an existing customer of ours, and you can see what their payment request looks like. It shows you what the message says, what kind of branding is applied, which we agree with you beforehand. So we apply whatever branding you need to, and show what the link looks like and anything else that the customer will see. So I'll just zoom out. Once you're happy with how it looks, you're also given the option to edit it. So let's say you click preview again and you see, okay, it's actually Tom Murray instead of Ian Murray. Over on the right, you can quickly edit anything. So whether it be the greeting, the message or the subject. So I'm going to say in here, Tom. I click preview. You can see that that gets updated straight away. You can also choose to send your message at a later date. So if I click send later, you can pick your future date and time, and this message will be scheduled sent instead of sent out straight away. The last part to show you is we have reminders as well. So if you ever want to send a customer a reminder, so if you feel like this is a customer that may not pay after a certain number of days and you need to get it over the line, you can turn on the reminders. So click reminder. It'll send a reminder message after 3 days if you haven't been paid. You can also edit this if you want to create it up to 2 reminders or 3 reminders, and you can change the number of days after it's been sent and the message, or whether it's sent by email or SMS. So just to go over that again, reminders are used if you feel like your customer needs to get sent something if they haven't paid after a number of days. So if you have something in your policy that says, we hold an item for 3 days, after which we give them another day to pay and we send a reminder. You can set up Prompt to do this for you by clicking reminders, choose whether it's an email or an SMS you'll send, and choose after how many days you want to send it. The third part, we give you a summary of all the information you've put in. You can preview it again and you click finish. Then we went through that in detail, but you can see from this demo, you put in the customer details, the amount. If you have a custom field, you put that in. 2 optional fields are an additional description, and if you want to attach an invoice, you can. If you're happy with how it looks, you can actually go from 1, click 3, click finish. You get a green banner saying your payment request is sent successfully. Then if I go into my emails, because I sent it to myself, so we'll see what the customer sees. So customer goes into their email. They've already received this payment request, which has the update that I made to the name, the exact same branding that you saw on your preview page. It has a description I put in stage 1, the order number, and more importantly, the link to proceed to secure checkout. The customer clicks on this link. They're redirected to a secure page to make this payment to you. You can ignore this because this is my demo account, so we're in test mode. So I'm just going to put in a test card number. The customer clicks pay now. They'll get confirmation that the payment's been made. Then if they go into their email, they get a second email from Prompt as a receipt saying, thank you for your payment's been received, giving them a reference number and all the information you had in your previous payment request. So if you had an invoice or order number, we'll include it, and any description you wrote. Once this is done, your stats screen will update straight away. So we saw this was at €4. Now it's updated to 504. And on top of this, we have internal alerts set up that every time a payment succeeds or fails, the user in your organization will receive a message from Prompt letting them know. So you can see I received a third email, and this is what you, the user, will receive the second a customer pays you successfully. You get an update saying payment for 500 has been received from Ian Murray. So this just means that if you have items that you're holding until you know the payment has been made, we'll tell you straight away. So you'll know, okay, I can book up that time slot or send that item out. We'll also tell you if a payment fails as well. So if a customer tries to pay you and the payment fails, we'll send you the exact same email. It'll be from Prompt Alerts, and we'll tell you the payment has failed and give you the customer's details. So you can reach out to them and just see what you can do to help. Just to quickly show you, if you feel like you'll be sending more via SMS, you can create a payment request via SMS. You click create payment request by SMS. It's the exact same 3-stage process. The only difference obviously is mobile number here is the field that's mandatory, and email address is optional. You put in the same information And the only other thing that is different is you had a preview screen when you sent it by email showing you what the email will look like. But on your edit stage, our preview screen will just tell you what the text will look like. So the customer will get a text saying, "Hi Ian," or whatever the customer's name is. It'll pull in your account name. So it'll say, "Here's your link to pay €500 to," and whatever your business is called, we'll pull in the name here every time, giving a secure link to pay. The third way you can send payment request is share link. So this link that I clicked on to make the payment to the customer, which is in both emails and SMS payment requests you send out, we also give you the ability to generate this link if you need to paste it into a WhatsApp message you're sending to a customer, an email you're writing up, if you're talking to someone on Facebook or Instagram or anything at all you're using to talk to your customer, we give you this third method of sending payment requests that allow this. So to generate a payment link, again, click Create Payment Request, click Share Link. It's only stage one where we put in the customer's information. Put in all the same info that you put in the last time. And then instead of stage 2 and 3, you get an option to confirm and copy link. When I click this, it'll tell me your payment request link is to be copied to your clipboard, and I'm going to compose an email to show you how this works. So suppose this email is WhatsApp you've opened, could be Facebook, maybe a live chat you use in your business, anything at all you're using to contact your customers. Even what we're doing now, you're writing an email to a customer, I want to paste in a link. So you write the body of the email, whatever you want to write to your customer. And all I'm doing here is if I right click and I click paste, you see that payment request that I just generated using share link has come through. I'll send it to myself. You can see the emails come through and the link comes across to the customer. The customer clicks on this link. They're redirected to the exact same payment page to make this payment. They're given the option to receive a receipt by email. They click this, choose what email address they want the receipt to be sent to, and then continue the payment the exact same way. So this option share link, just if you use any other communication platform, be it a live chat, if you work using WhatsApp or anything at all, this share link gives you the ability to just generate unique payment links and paste them in wherever you need to paste them in. Okay, so that's how to send payment requests. Now I'm going to cover the view payment request screen. So bear with me, I'm just going to send one more payment request so we can see actions you can perform on both pending payment requests and payment requests that have been sent out. So you can see the payment or our statistics screen updating now, and it makes a bit more sense. You can see, okay, you saw me making a payment of 500. You saw me putting it through saw me putting through a few more. So you can see the pending section has increased. So, once you kind of can see money coming in and payment requests are still pending, you want to be able to kind of follow up on stuff that's pending and also refund payments that have been made if ever you need to refund. So to do any of these actions, go over here on the left hand side, click View Payment Requests, click Created. This gives you line by line every single payment request you've sent from Prompt. So each row represents a payment request you sent from Prompt. Like the stats page, we run this for your last 30 days. We have enhanced filtering here. So if you click filter, if 30 days is not long enough, or you want to run this data for the last few hours, click filters, and again, you can put a start and end date and time. You can also filter for what user put it through, what location was used, the status of the payment, and the channel. But what I use mostly are quick filters. So up here, if you click paid, pending, refunded, or failed, it'll apply, obviously, the filter for anything that's paid, pending, refunded, and failed for the last 30 days. We also have a search bar up here that if you type in either the customer's name or any of your custom fields, such as invoice number, they'll come up straight away. So the first thing to show you is how you send a refund using Prompt. To do this, click the paid filter, type in the name of the customer. They'll come up straight away. Once you find them, over here in the actions option, the three dots you can see, click this, click send refund. It's the same three-stage process, but the advantage here is you have all the customer's information because you sent them a payment request already and they made a payment to you. So all you really need to put in here is the amount you want to refund. Just to show you, if I try to put in 501, it won't let me because you can only refund the amount you receive from Prompt or a partial refund. So I received 500 from this individual payment request. So the max I can refund is 500, or I can put you a partial refund. So we'll do a full refund. I'll put in the amount and you can go from 1 to 3, click finish. You get a green banner saying the payment was refunded successfully, and the customer will get an email from Prompt letting them know, oh, that's not it there. Here we go. The customer will get a payment refund letting them know the payment has been refunded successfully on Prompt. They get the email saying refund confirmation from whatever your account name is called. It'll also have your specific branding and pull in any information that you asked it to pull in. So a few other things to show you. So if you click actions and click view, we give you all the information you put in for an individual payment request you've chosen to see. We tell you the info you put in when you sent it out. We'll also tell you the payment gateway response. So if a payment fails and a customer is asking you, you can go into view payment request created. Again, find a payment request by putting in the customer's name, click actions view, and we'll tell you down here. So for example, if someone used an expired card, we'll tell you in here. So you can advise the customer by looking at this screen. At the bottom, we'll also tell you whether a customer has clicked on the link or not. So if this is all 0, you might think, I've sent this by email, so they haven't clicked on it yet, so maybe I need to resend this as a text. On the other hand, we can see a customer has clicked on this link. So if they haven't paid, you know that they're aware of it, they've tried, so maybe you need to get in contact with them. The next thing to show you is if you have to send a second or third payment request to the same customer and to the same contact details, you can click actions, create new, create a brand new email, SMS, or link, and it'll copy forward the contact information you used for this payment request you've chosen in your view payment request screen. So again, I'll just show you. I clicked actions, create new email, and the information you've put in has been copied forward, the contact information. So you don't have to rekey in the same phone numbers or email addresses. The next thing to show you is the number of actions you can follow up on pending payments. So now I'm going to click the pending filter, and this will give you every single payment still pending that has been sent in the last 30 days. The first thing you can do, you can resend by email. If you click this, we'll tell you the email you sent it to. If this is the correct email and you just want to resend it to the same email address, send straight away. If this is wrong or you want to, change the email, click edit, change the email, go to 3 and click finish and it'll get resent. You can also resend as SMS. So in here, I can see this was originally sent by email, but I can click actions, resend by SMS. We can see that when I originally sent the payment request by email, I put in the mobile number, and the advantage of this is it's already recorded, so I can click 3, click finish, and this will be sent as a text to your customer for whatever mobile you put in. The next thing you can do, so again, click the pending filter. You can generate the link of a pending payment by clicking actions, copying into clipboard. So again, if I click this, it's the exact same as share link, but it's generating the link of an old payment or an old pending payment request. So again, if you need to contact your customer, maybe on WhatsApp or maybe a live chat, and just put in the link of a pending payment request so they can pay you, use this again, actions, copy into clipboard. And again, if I compose an email the same way that I did when I used share link, all I'm doing here is if I right click and paste, that pending payment request comes across and can be sent to your customer on whatever communication channel you use. The last thing to show you is if a customer cancels and doesn't go ahead with this purchase, you can abandon the payment. To do this, again, find the payment request in pending, put in the name of the customer, actions, click abandon, click confirm. This will come off your pending payments filter and be marked as abandoned. It's very important to do this when this happens to ensure that anything that's pending is actually pending, so you're working off clean data. And it also means that reminders won't be sent to this customer if you have reminders on. The last two things to show you is our paid externally option. So again, if a customer receives a payment request from Prompt, but they don't want to pay by card, so they receive the payment request, but they call into your store and give you cash or a check, or maybe they send you a bank transfer. If this happens, go to the pending payment, actions, mark as paid externally, click confirm. It'll come off as pending, be marked as paid, and you can see in here it's marked as paid externally, letting you know that the customer is paid, just not via Prompt. Again, it just makes sure that your users don't see it in here as pending and end up following up with a customer who's paid you. The last thing to show you, so if you use our advanced filtering to run the data you want to see within a day or from a specific location, or use one of our quick filters here, if you want to run all this information as an Excel file, down here, if you click export to CSV, we will run an Excel file giving you line by line every single payment request you've filtered to see, telling you everything on it. So the customer you sent it to, how much it was for. We even tell you the card brand that was used to make the payment. The final thing to show you is when you're up and running and using Prompt, if you come across any issues or any questions at all, we have a live chat with our support. To access it, when you're logged in, you'll see our chat bot in the bottom right. Click this, and it'll open up a live chat with our support team who'll get back within minutes. And that's it for our demo. I hope it was useful, and any questions or issues, please let us know via this live support chat. Thank you.